From the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Gardening Inside Out, a podcast with highlights from our Saturday morning live show, answering all your gardening questions, giving you plant advice for any space in your life. Let's start the show.
Hey, y'all. It's Tyler Blankenship across the way.
And hey, it's Caroline Gant on the other side of the way.
Look at that. It's me and you and me.
À toi et moi.
Wow. Look at you
I think
go.
that was two different languages combined.
Nice. Impressive. Y'all,
What
I hear
else can I
thunder
do?
outside the window right now.
I kind of like it.
I love it. I feel like if you don't like it, you're a monster, especially with how dry it's been. I've gotten like all these pop-up little rainstorms at my house. I don't think they've lasted longer than 5 minutes. So the ground has not been saturated.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then the other day, we got like 4 inches and, well, 4
We
inches
did?
an hour, whatever. They came down really heavy. I got an inch at my house at the nursery. I think David said on Saturday we got like an inch and a half or more.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Huh. Maybe
Most-
I got it at my house. I don't know. I know when I started digging the other day, it was very dry.
Isolated downpours. That's what's going on right now. Classic summer weather, which I'm glad we've settled into instead of massive heat blobs everywhere.
Yeah,
So this week's feeling a lot more regular, you know.
that's what we want. Regularity.
Yes, the resumption of mowing lawns,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, around the area has resumed.
Yep.
And weeding.
Weeding. I've been doing a lot of weeding and weed eating. It had been a minute since I whacked some grass
you,
down.
You literally put them in your mouth after you pull them?
Weed eating, correct. Yeah. Are you not from the South?
I am.
What do you
Wait.
call it?
Weed eating.
Weed eating. Yeah.
Weed eating.
Wood eating. Felt good to finally do. It always looks so much better when you get out there and do it.
It does. You know, I set a timer doing an activity the other day. I'll just say it. Loading the dishwasher.
You set a timer to load the dishwasher?
Well, you know, I made a bargain with myself, I guess. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me.
I don't know why you would do this. Explain, please.
It's about understanding time, Caroline. Don't you want to understand how much time it takes to do something?
No, because I get so distracted when I try to do one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but so you set a timer when you were loading the dishwasher. How long did it take you?
Well, I set the timer for 15 minutes. That's what I budgeted. I gave myself 15 minutes to do this task, right? So, you know, loading the dishwasher, got it loaded. I look back at my timer, 10 minutes left.
Oh my gosh, it only took you 5 minutes to load that dishwasher.
Like under 5 minutes.
Impressive.
So I had 10 whole minutes. So I like scrubbed my sink out and cleaned, hand washed some other things because I was like, I made that time for that activity.
You know, this is a great idea. I said good, and then I was like, no, this is great. To do this with our gardening, like weeding. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Say, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to get some fresh air. I'm going to touch grass. I'm not going to look at my phone. I will hear my phone when it goes off and just
Ignore the humidity,
just
ignore the sweating.
meditate and weed for 20 whole minutes.
Yeah. It's
That
like
way you
taking a
know
nap.
there's going to be a stop to it. You know something's going to take you out of it.
It's not endless.
Tyler, I think that you're onto something, and you might have changed me.
The concept of basic time management.
I'm not good at it.
Me neither.
I'm not good at it at all.
Oh, it's so
I'm just
rough.
a last minute person. I push projects to the last minute. I'm a costumer, and I'll have a project. I'll know sometimes a year out. Usually about 6 months, and I'll be like, all right, I've got this idea, and this is what I'm going to do. Week of. Night before, still rhinestoning. I always get it done.
Yeah. Now, rhinestones are an interesting unit of labor
They sure are.
because you
They're
have
evil.
to, they're multiple per square inch or square foot,
Yeah.
depending on what you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like a lot of time for a little bit of area.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes forever, but I'm a chaos rhinestoner. I do not do a pattern.
Rhinestones might be like weeds.
Oh.
Sometimes you have a lot of rhinestones in a small area, and maybe you just need to set your little timer and target that area.
Target that
And
area.
finish that rhinestoning on your dress,
on
top,
your dress,
skirt,
on whatever
whatever.
your rhinestone. I'm sure our listeners right now are like, why are you talking about rhinestones? This
This
has
is the
nothing
most
to do with gardening.
insane analogy.
We are all over the place this morning,
Yeah.
this afternoon.
Bedazzle your yard.
Bedazzle your yard, rhinestone your life. Y'all, let's set a timer for 20 minutes. Go out and weed or just walk around your garden. Throw that phone away, but close enough to where you can hear that timer go off. Maybe you don't need it. I don't know. Maybe you're good at time management.
Well, I mean, for me, I was surprised it didn't go off because I'd finished my task before the timer.
Yeah.
So, I could have turned it off, or I could have just let it run and run off and done something else and see how many things I can do within that. Not just the one task.
I'm proud of you.
For me, I needed to stay on the task. I could not distract myself because that's when my mind goes, you know what? You're loading the dishwasher, but you also need to load the laundry washer.
Yeah.
But you also need to reorganize your pantry because I see the box that's sitting out on the counter and you have to ignore that stuff.
This has turned into a time management podcast.
I mean, it's just something that got me thinking.
Yeah.
Because, and also maybe invite some friends over too.
To
Because
help you manage
when you
your
invite
time?
friends over to show off your garden, sometimes I pull weeds while I show off my garden.
I will
because
frantically pull weeds before people show up to make it look better and be like, look, I'm always pristine in my gardening.
And that's a bad practice for me. That's a bad habit. But I'm already over
What,
there
being
in that
honest
section
about
of-
your weeds? I don't think that's a bad habit.
Well, no, I should weed beforehand, right? Because
not necessarily. I think it's good for you to be honest with your friends.
but when you're touring around, you're already in that section of the yard, so you might as well,
yeah,
if there's just a couple there.
Get down there and
What's the
weed.
harm?
there's no harm in it. I mean, I do the same thing when people come over and I'll see stuff and start pulling it while we walk and talk.
I was waiting for the roof guy to show up yesterday. You know what I was doing? Weeding my driveway.
Oh, look at you. Not even your flower beds, just your driveway.
Yeah, because it's so bad that
Do you have weeds that
are
grow
growing.
in the cracks?
Oh yeah.
We do in one area of our driveway. It's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. If you have
That's
an
life.
asphalt driveway, make sure to seal coat it regularly or you'll be in my position.
Yeah, we haven't
Years
done
down the
ours.
road.
We have not done ours since we bought our house.
It's okay. Set
probably
a
time.
timer for that.
Set a timer for that, y'all.
Even if you just need to think about it.
You know what I'm frustrated about right now?
Let's talk.
My all gold raspberry. Fall gold raspberry.
Me too.
Mine is alive and just sitting.
Same.
It has not, it's got leaves. It
Yes.
leafed out in the spring, like months ago. No growth.
No fruit.
Literally just sitting there, looking healthy, but sitting at the same size. Why?
How tall is it?
How tall is that? Not even a foot?
That's worse than mine.
How tall is yours?
Mine's like 2 feet tall.
Yours is double mine.
And I planted mine as a stick in the winter.
What is going on?
What's going on? Obviously, we had some really bad weather last year that it did not like. Or maybe it didn't like the ice storm.
But I mean, it woke up. It should be growing.
Yeah. I've talked to other friends of mine who I've heartily recommended the fall gold raspberry to. Hey, it tastes great. You get 2 crops a year. And then this year, abysmal.
So it's not just us, it's everyone.
No. And literally, one of my friends, he had so much faith in that. Shout out to Vaughn if you're listening to the podcast.
Hey, Vaughn.
Love you, Vaughn. He almost lost the faith too that it was gone, but it came back. And now he hasn't told me if it set fruit or not, but I tell you what, mine isn't. And I hope to get a fall crop on mine.
Yeah.
But at this point,
I got
don't
a lot
know.
last year off mine.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
I also made a mistake by just sticking it in the middle of the yard. So now it's weeds everywhere, all around it.
That's what you call a big mistake.
A big mistake. I need to set a timer for my mistakes at this point.
Did you mow over it?
No.
Well, that's good.
No, it's got a trellis beside it, so I know where it is.
Oh,
But I don't know why I thought, I'll just dig this hole in the middle of the grass. Stick this little 1 gallon raspberry in it.
actually, that sounds kind of normal to me when you think about where they grow. They're just growing in thickets everywhere.
Yeah, that's true, but I would like it to be a little cleaner looking.
Well, mine straight up jumped out of my raised bed.
I know.
I had to dig it up and throw it back in there.
You said,
No.
get on back in there. What are you doing?
I also made a huge mistake.
What did you do?
So there's a native black raspberry that was growing in my front yard, and I dug up a cane from that and put it in that very same raised bed
That's a big mistake, Tyler.
next to the gold raspberry, and now it's leaping out.
Yeah, you're going to have, that's what I have at the back of my property. I
It's,
love it,
it's
but I mean,
gnarly.
it is gnarly. It even pops up in the woods, full shade. Not healthy. Reaching for the sun doesn't make blackberries, but I mean, it's all over my entire property, which is great. Like I walk back there a couple times a week now and get blackberries. I get
Do
a
you
lot of
now?
them. I sure do. I sure do. This one's doing way better than my fall gold. It's a good year for blackberries, but like wild blackberries. I don't know about y'all. Listeners, if you have planted some kind of wonderful raspberry and you're getting a good crop or it's healthy, hit that fan mail button. Send us a message. We
Yeah.
want to know about it.
Now, raspberries, I feel like the performance does not equal blackberries usually. Sometimes
Oh,
they
that's
can,
true. Yeah. Yeah.
because I feel like the thornless blackberries, they get huge and juicy and massive, and raspberries don't really get that big.
Wait, now what you planted was a blackberry, correct?
Black raspberry.
Oh, a black raspberry. Okay, my brain got confused.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
not what I have. I have blackberries at the back of my property.
Yes. At first I was like, whoa, I can't believe this. And I looked into it because it's like a raspberry, but black. Like the little berry kernels that are in the fruit
Uh-huh.
are much tighter.
Oh.
And it's not like a blackberry where it's more bulbous, and bumpy.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it's crazy looking. And like they're everywhere apparently, but you got to really look to make sure that, hey, this is not that. But it's still a very gnarly, vigorous thing. I almost want to, just for fun, set it against my Tennessee rose and let them duke it out.
Yeah, you should see which one does better.
Yeah, a little thorn match.
Oh, that sounds terrifying. I would not want to fall into that.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I think you should do it.
not to venture
let us
into the
know which one's
morbid,
good.
but I've heard of people getting stuck in the middle of large blackberry thickets. And it's a place I would never want to be.
How did they get
Stuck in.
stuck in the middle? So they entered it and then couldn't exit?
It was like the size of several acres. So yeah, when they
But why did
entered-
they go in?
blackberry picking?
I mean, I have two blackberry thickets that I would never walk into. I walk around it.
Yeah. Not at least without some kind of loppers or something.
Yeah, cut a trail. Those people are wild.
They are wild. They really wanted the berries, I guess.
Well, if you get in, you can get out. That's where I'm confused.
Not
If
a-
you got yourself in, like one time when I got my head stuck in a banister and I thought I was going to panic. And my granddad said, well, you got yourself in so you can get yourself out.
Yeah,
And I got myself out
that's right.
after a few minutes of panicking.
And the panic, I mean, you can get tangled up real quick. And then not to mention not knowing where you are, then you've got like acres of razor wire basically that you got to climb through to try and figure your way out.
That's true. So listeners, don't walk into that blackberry patch. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Tyler, have you done it?
No.
Would you do it?
Why would I?
I don't know.
All the
People
berries
do it.
All the berries grow on the outside. That's where the most sunlight is. So on the inside, it's probably just bramble. I don't think I would do it.
No. If you're a little cute bunny, you probably would
Yeah, but
because you could live in it.
yeah, that's bunny size.
Yeah.
I'm not the size of a bunny, Caroline.
You're not. That's true. You're as cute as a bunny, just not the size of a bunny.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Nor as fast.
I would say that you'd give them a little bit of competition
A
there.
run for their bunny.
A run for their bunny, Tyler. Yes, you would. Well, yesterday was both of our days off, and I did plant a few things in the heat. I would go out, I would dig one hole, plant one thing, turn on the sprinkler, go back inside.
No way.
Turn off the sprinkler, go back out, dig one hole, plant one thing. I think I planted 6 things.
So is that one thing per hour, basically?
Kind of, yeah. And then I was doing housework. I was doing a lot of laundry in between. So it worked out because I did bring home 6 things on Saturday,
I lost count.
5 or 6. Listeners, I think they were all what we featured on the show.
Yeah. you went
I think so.
in on the American native plants.
I did. I loved them. I got myself a bottle brush buckeye, which I've been wanting, and I saw Renee Bates. I saw hers at her house, and I was like, okay, I need one of these. I
Yes,
have
you
to
do.
have it.
Yes,
I need it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I got one. But y'all, it's rough planting this time of year. Plus, you have to water so much. So I don't really know why I bought more because I mean, I've got at least 15 plants sitting on my driveway before I bought those.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're being honest about this.
I am being honest. I also got a cup plant, which I'm very excited about.
Go in on that.
It's like a giant sunflower looking plant, but it's called a cup plant because where the leaf meets the stem, it makes this little cup and it holds rainwater for the little insects.
That's
it's a cup of water for all of our little pollinators.
They've really needed that.
They've really needed that
this time of year.
Kinsey, shout out to Kinsey. We'll get him on here one day.
Yeah.
We'll force him to. He says no right now, but we'll make it happen.
Just tell him to set a timer.
Just set a timer, Kinsey, and come on. Yeah, timers are going to solve everybody's problems. It's going to happen. But I had always wanted one, but I had never actually seen one like full grown or how big they got. And he showed me a picture of his mom standing next to it. I think it gets like 7 foot tall.
Whoa.
And just like spreads. I'll see if he'll send us a picture of it so we can get it up. But it's massive and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Full sun. So if you've got a sunny, hot spot, just get one of these cup plants. I know we have some at the nursery right now. I said we do. I haven't checked this week. We did last week, but I'm sure we do. They're kind of tucked away and hidden. They're not blooming. So if you don't know what it is, you're going to walk right past it. But I know what it is. And now you know what it is, listeners.
You have an audio description of the plant.
You sure
and
do.
A name.
And a name.
We can figure this out.
Mm-hmm. Go on down to Sun Perennials. Get you one.
Well, I did a little planting in a container.
Did you make another mix container?
Negative. I put a little Miss Figgy in a pot.
Oh, yeah. You also bought stuff on Saturday when we were here.
I did.
I
also got bug bane.
Yep. I was excited when you got one of those. I have that in my woods.
Yeah, I feel like I've been into the tall, slender, perennial kind of game lately.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the idea of if I'm going to go look at a flower, maybe I don't need to bend over to look at it. Maybe I
need to stand next to it, eye to eye with that flower.
I do love like the eye line of everything. You know, maybe I'm just getting old.
We are getting old, Tyler.
Yeah.
Did you plant it?
The little Miss Figgy or the bug bane?
The bug bane.
No, I didn't plant that one.
No, not yet.
No, I only did the one, but I did it really good.
Yeah.
I drilled a hole in the pot. Earth Mix Organics Indoor.
Oh,
or
nice.
Pro I.
Pro I. Lovely.
Yeah.
You did it.
And
oh, sorry. What were you saying?
No. I watered it in really good and, got it to where it was nice and moistened and, I'm probably going to have to do that a lot this week.
Probably. Well, you got some rain at your house today, so.
Except for today.
Maybe not.
I just really want those figs. And I hear that Little Miss Figgy is a 2-cropper.
What does that mean?
You get a crop in the summer and fall, or spring and fall.
Even here in Tennessee?
Well, see, that's the thing. It says it's hardy zone 7 to 10, and I've heard somebody in Richmond, Virginia, successfully grew it in a container and gets 2 crops of figs off of it.
That's impressive because I only get a fall crop off of mine.
Right.
Mine's not Little Miss Figgy. I don't know. I think mine is probably Chicago hardy.
Yes. If the old wood gets whacked, you won't get that first fruit.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a gamble, but I'm also going to try and nestle it on the south side of my home in this kind of notch.
Why don't you just put it in your greenhouse?
I could do that. It gets a little bit buggy in there, and I'm scared. I want it to do well.
I'm afraid. I feel like it would be fine if it got a little buggy because you could just defoliate it. But that old wood would stay up.
Maybe
or it would stand a better chance of it.
Maybe I'm just curious to see if it would do okay in a container.
That's
afterwards.
a good...
Like my lavender.
Yeah. Is your lavender?
My lavender's alive.
My lavender's still kicking.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I need to fertilize or something because it's not doing anything this year. Neither is the cat mint.
Your cat mint's not doing anything?
Yeah, it's just kind of yellowish. It's like yellow-greenish.
I bet you need to fertilize. My cat mint, I've already cut it back.
Yeah, it's done nothing.
I weed whacked it right back.
On any of this stuff.
Tyler.
I know.
That's insanity.
I've been watering
What about your calamint?
Oh, that's long gone.
Oh.
I forget what happened to that. I think I repotted it and it didn't come back.
Mine is big. I actually separated it. Well, I had a coreopsis that just got massive. I planted a 4P last spring, and this year, it was so big, and it was next to a calamint. or the one calumet that I had, and they looked so cute side by side last year.
Yeah.
But y'all, that coreopsis was eating it in the spring, and so I pulled it up and transplanted it, and I left like just a little bit behind. But now that the coreopsis has died back because it's already done blooming, so I cut it back. The calumet that's still the little piece that was still left has like quadrupled in size.
That's crazy.
And the one I transplanted like latched right in, which I was shocked by.
I really should have put the one in the ground. I should have put it in the ground.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You should have set a timer. You should have put that in the ground.
I learned so many lessons from my little container last year, which I think I just tried to stuff in too much stuff that needed too much root room to grow.
Yeah. Too many things.
Like
too many cooks in that pot.
Yeah. Even though I wanted all the cooks to be in the same kitchen.
I know.
You know?
Sometimes
I
you
wanted
can't
them
have
to-
all the cooks in the same kitchen.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
And maybe, I wasn't good enough at watering to keep any of it happy. I mean, the calumet was good, but it ate some of the other annual stuff that was in there.
Yeah.
And that sweet potato vine just slurped up all the water.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
nuts.
My sweet potato vine is a growing machine. That and my bat plant that I put in my containers.
yeah.
That one is, I didn't realize how tall it got
Wait,
because
how
I've
tall?
never grown it before.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mine's like that big, too.
Yeah. I love it.
Blooms all over it.
All over. Yeah. Constantly blooming. Just doing great. Fantastic plant. Everybody needs it.
Yes.
Don't come here because we don't have any more.
I'm a little bit mad, though.
Why?
No hummingbirds.
Oh, we've had hummingbirds. We've had them since like very early spring. We
You need
put
to
in
send some my way.
we put in another window unit in the upstairs of our house. My husband was out on a ladder and there was a hummingbird just going back and forth by him,
Doing flybys?
doing flybys. He's just checking it out, making sure he was safe up
Good.
there. Yeah.
A
But my husband was
safety
like, "Is that a hummingbird?" And I was like, "Sure is. Look at it go. It must love you. You must be so sweet." But it just like kept going by him. There were no flowers near him.
What?
They were all down below the ladder and across the driveway in my like wild garden. But he was just loving it.
Did you keep a lookout for their little nests? Did they have a nest nearby?
I'm sure they do, but I don't think I could find it.
They build them onto branches and stuff.
I
They're
would-
so adorable.
There's so many branches on my property.
They look like a little mossy, muddy cup.
I know. They're so cute and tiny.
Yes,
I saw a monarch yesterday.
you did.
Yes, I did. This our talk today is just a stream just coming out, but it fluttered by me. They flutter so much faster, it seems like, than other butterflies.
Yeah, it's
They're
amazing.
on the go.
They're masters at looking like they're not going anywhere, but then booking it.
They're gone, and then they're gone. They've set a timer for something, and they are taking care of business. They're
Yeah.
doing it. They're doing their things. And one of my milkweed has been eaten down. So
Oh, isn't
That's
that a
exciting.
good feeling?
it's a great feeling. I love seeing the monarchs. And they usually don't show up on my property until later. I've seen one already, but that was a couple weeks ago, and this was the second one I've seen.
Caroline, we whizzed past an anniversary of us raising all those monarch caterpillars. That
We
was literally
did.
a year ago.
And we have video to prove it that we should put out.
We do.
I think we'll get it out.
But I mean, look at the difference between last year and this year. Are the caterpillars coming later? I hope so.
Oh, was it really this time last year?
Yeah. I think it was like around June, July.
Now I want to look at my phone and see.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm assuming that we'll get some later because usually the monarch wave comes around August. At least the second generation. We got like the
Yeah.
first generation or something this past year. I don't know. But I can only hope the little flutterers will come our way again.
They'll be back soon. I do see more and more every year, and I think that part of it is just, people are learning and starting to plant things that are food for them, food sources, but also learning to, not use chemicals in their yard. That if you spray milkweed with something, then those little caterpillars eat it. It's going to kill them. And that's just completely heartbreaking. Like, what is the point of growing all this beauty if you're just going to, kill things off?
Yeah. I've started to see some yard signs that say pretty much the same thing in different neighborhoods around Nashville. So the message is catching on.
Yeah.
And, we also have a rewilding category on the Bates Nursery website just for you to peruse to see plants that we consider are native to Tennessee and that like to establish themselves really well. So we're trying. Everybody is trying in their own little way to encourage more habitat.
I love it.
And now I guess we're going to encourage you to listen to Saturday's episode.
Yes, we were here. We talked a lot about native plants that I brought in room, so that was really fun.
Yep.
We had a lot of great questions.
Yes, we did. We were live on the 4th for you.
Yes, we were. And it was myself, Tyler, who's across the way from me, Adam Chapman, David Bates, and Josh Carey.
That's right. Enjoy.
One of our guests here, our cast members today, Adam Chapman. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
He had extensive experience this morning, much to his chagrin.
Yes.
He was saying, so happy when he walked
He
in.
was saying bad words when I saw him.
Caroline Gant.
Good morning.
Glad to have you today. Tyler Blankenship. See if he's got the Tyler Gary.
Hey,
he's
Tyler
on top
Cam is
of it this
on.
morning.
I'm well slept and ready to rock.
Oh, you got your beauty rest last night.
I am very beautiful.
You're always gorgeous, but you do have like an extra shine about you today that I did notice.
A glow.
I washed
was
my
it?
face
A glow, if you
immediately.
will.
And we already talked about what Adam did for the hour.
Standing plants up for an hour and a half.
Now,
You got your workout in this morning.
well, and I know that feeling of disgust that you feel well because I did it for
Yes.
50 years.
Many years.
So, it's not unfamiliar. And all you can do is keep your head down.
Yeah, you just do it. It's,
Yeah, you just hope it's not like 5,001 gallons that are
Yes.
blown over. Those
Luckily, it was mostly big stuff, so
it goes fairly fast.
But the big stuff is tall and wet, so when
and
you
heavy.
and when you stand it up, it rains on you the whole time you're standing stuff up. So
And it makes you say things that
you normally wouldn't say.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
probably not for polite society. I mean, maybe on this is this show part of polite society
Yes.
or okay.
Yes.
particularly with regard to Josh.
Okay,
We have to
okay.
emphasize that for him. So he doesn't.
Gotcha.
Good morning, Joyce. Joyce says 25% off or 75% on, as my husband says.
That's right.
It's all about perspective.
Yeah, that's right.
All about perspective.
Well, look how much she saves, though. I mean, look
Exactly.
how much she
Well,
saves. The
she
cumulative
saves,
effect.
and it costs him.
Okay.
So that's
All about perspective.
Right.
it.
Speaking of perspective, where was everyone in 1976 on the 4th of July?
I was not around yet.
You weren't?
2 years later, I was around.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
I
Caroline?
was about 4.
Oh.
I was in New Mexico having
Really?
fun. Yeah.
So was I.
Really?
Where you
You
were?
were 4 as well? In
No, I was
1976?
14.
Okay. Gotcha.
We were in Las Cruces, north of Las Cruces at White Sands Missile Range, New Mexico.
And that was for the 200th anniversary. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. And the one thing about the 4th of July in New Mexico, especially at White Sands, you can be guaranteed of getting a gully washing Naboo type storm at the Wismer on the 4th of July, right before the fireworks.
Are you going to be checking the radar for that place this afternoon?
No.
Okay.
Tyler, you haven't.
Where were you, Tyler?
Oh, I actually officially didn't exist, but unofficially I was around.
Okay.
So
Well,
I think the only thing I can acknowledge from that time is the cruelty between the term bicentennial and semiquincentennial that we have now, which
It's a
is
little
so
harder
hard
to
to
say.
say. Bicentennial is so convenient. We need something like bi plus centennial or something. We need to work on that.
anyway, well, in case you're interested,
I know.
I was at the Fairgrounds Raceway here in Nashville.
Right off of Murphy Road, or
Well,
is it Murphy Road down
no,
there?
it's on
or
Murphy
no,
it's right on-
Wedgwood.
It's
right?
on the Fairgrounds Speedway. It's right there.
At the end of
for a
Wedgwood. or
while,
whatever it is.
anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll stay there.
Mr. Peter Frampton performed for us.
nice.
That was back in
That's
the day when Frampton Comes Alive
Yes.
was it.
I bet that was a good show.
It was a great show. Gary Wright, Dreamweaver.
Nice.
That's the one song you might know of his. But anyway, it was a great show, and the best I remember, we had fun.
You
had
were,
a big
you were
time.
really celebrating.
We celebrated, and I think my brother Mark was in Panama with his buddy Ron Blankenship at the time, and So anyway, and so we'll send out a best wishes to
Peter?
Peter. Yeah, Peter's, he's got a lot of health issues going
he
on,
does.
and I got to see him perform recently at Third and Lindsley.
Still got it.
What a gritty guy, and still a great musician. So best wishes to you, Peter, an adopted son of the United States.
Well, and I don't think people, especially the young ones in the room, actually understand how big he was. And
To say he was a god is not an overstatement.
I mean, we're talking Michael Jackson, Beatles type of level.
He had it all going on, and
Stones.
I think he would be the first to admit that it was a bit much. You can't. I don't know that anyone can do well in that, eternal, all directional adoration. So anyway,
Every human being in the United States that I knew had Frampton Comes Alive,
yeah,
the album.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just
just
crazy.
the way it was. So anyway, Thank you for that, Peter.
I heard he
Back
likes the
into-
garden too, though.
Oh, bringing it back around. There it is. Yeah. Garden show.
Well, why don't we talk about gardening?
Maybe we should talk about gardening. We've got a really fun question to start. Looking for a tall, dark, and handsome shrub to go in a part to full sun spot next to my driveway. What would you say is tall, dark, and handsome, Adam?
Besides me, no.
Besides you, that's right.
Well, it just kind of depends on if they want evergreen. If they, I would say just a skip laurel is dark green and upright. And
What's darker, though? There's got
How
to be
about
a
some of
darker
those
something.
goth crepe myrtles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
well-
you could do that.
Well, what
Yeah.
about something else like coniferous, like a Hicks yew or
Could
some
do a
other type
Hicks yew.
of?
There's the new Stonehenge, dark druid.
That would be a good one.
those, and that name even fits.
It does, yep. Yeah,
Love that.
would be a
Tall,
good one.
dark, and druidy.
Yes, exactly. There was one other one I was thinking of. Now it's gone now.
Disappeared. Well, maybe it'll come back to you later.
I'll bring it
put
back
a-
up.
What is
later.
it called? Put a stick in that? Put
Yes.
a tab in
Put a
that?
pin in it.
Put a pin in it. There it is.
Stick.
Pin in it.
All right. Best tips to save vegetable gardens from this heat wave.
Water.
Watering, yeah.
Water at the right time too. Water. I usually water like early in the morning when I get up, and I try not to.
Wait a minute. You get here at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
So you go out and you water your garden before. Wow.
I get up at 3. Between 3 and 3:30. That's when I get up.
Yep,
Impressive.
that's me. No alarm, right?
No.
No, I don't have an alarm. I got this one up here that
Yep.
stays on.
The
Time to
brain
get
alarm.
up.
Yep.
Okay, but I cut you off. What were you saying?
Well, I mean, I for my raised beds, I'll water twice a week, really heavy. Really heavy, I'll water twice a week. For my containers, if they're really big containers filled with Proganics O, you can probably go every other day if it's this hot. Smaller stuff every day. You got to. I mean, even with Proganics O, it's especially if it's in the sun, it's still gonna. You may have a little grace there. Maybe it gives you a day because it's 100 degrees.
Yeah.
I mean,
You got any kind of I was speaking of precipitation amounts. Perhaps people can just.
I got half an inch at the house last night,
Yeah.
maybe 0.6.
Okay.
I got an inch yesterday
Yeah,
in
and-
Madison,
yeah,
according
and
to my weather
So I
station.
didn't water this morning. To me, the threshold is half an inch. If I get half an inch or more, I'll.
And a
skip
great
that day.
thing about rain as opposed to irrigation is that
It's
the
everywhere.
water is everything.
everywhere. Yep.
So it really is a good reset point,
Yes.
and it helps. I
That's
think
that's the important thing is you got to keep in your mind. Okay, when was the last time it got watered? Either by me or by Mother Nature.
Right.
So
Water. Just water. How to protect tall tomato plants from squirrel and birds eating the green fruit.
now what you this kind of
I failed that
this
one.
kind of
Did
what
you?
what I'm about to say kind of goes for both things. You can also tomatoes can actually do with a little bit of shade, so you can actually put up
Shade
a
cloth.
shade cloth.
Yes.
And if you have lamines, you can put the shade cloth all the way around it, and that keeps the critters out
Yeah,
too.
and
so.
of course we have, and it's really this netting that's a more open mesh. Now the downside to that is if you have it where that the birds can peck through
Yeah.
it, they will.
Yes.
And
Now, a good outside cat, He'll keep most of the critters off your
Come to
stuff,
my
too.
house. I have about 20
Well, we have
outside
one.
cats.
Still,
at this
you
point.
still got kitties?
Yes.
They're
If
for
anyone
adoption?
needs a,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
they are. I have some really cute cats. Would be great to add to your garden to help with these issues.
Got any tuxedos?
Yes, I have one tuxedo. He's got long hair. He's hilarious.
He's a boy cat, though.
I think he's a boy. He might be a girl. Every year I have a stray mom cat just appear out of the woods and show up.
Give
You
birth.
can
word
celebrate
on the
your
street is-
independence from
From the kittens.
kittens.
undesirable. She can separate, and you can get rid of unwanted critters. Yes.
Well,
So contact me.
the
I'll even cover them getting fixed.
and again, I'm going to defer to the experts in the room, but I put a bird bath and supplemental water out for both the critters, and I don't usually have.
I don't either.
any
Yeah, I've
kind
got
of
a bird
problem.
bath too, and
We had the pool there, but it's no
Yeah.
longer in existence. But
we've got like one of the fake owls. You know,
Really?
we've got a few things out there to kind of throw them off.
Yeah.
You know, plus I'm out there all the time. I
Do you
mean, in
move the
morning.
owl around
At
every
3
now and
o'clock
then?
in the
Yeah,
morning.
you can. We don't. I've never moved it, but probably is a good idea too.
Those little critters are sleeping when you're out there. Let's
we
be
had
honest.
Well,
a
most
nest of rabbits in my tomatoes this year.
of them.
Didn't bother.
Now
anything.
that sounds cute.
I sent video. We can send the video here.
Yeah, that was in some group chat
Yep.
that you sent. You want to let me know to
Yeah,
put
it
it up
shouldn't
there?
be too hard to find.
Yeah.
should it?
We had at least 7 or 8.
Well, that's the way bunnies are.
Yeah, and then they're already
You turn around, there's 50
more
of them.
bunnies. Yes,
More bunnies,
but
like my
And
house with
then
cats.
They're reproducing in
Correct.
short order, and
I guess they leave some nice fertilizer down on top of
There you go.
Some pelletized
Pelletized
fertilizer.
fertilizer.
Pelletized fertilizer. Tyler, I want to hear about your tomato though. You said you kind of chimed in about that's already happened to you.
No, that I've failed.
Oh,
Failed
No,
to
you
keep
haven't.
them.
Yes,
You're not-
I've failed. My celebrity
Tyler
tomato,
fails
the one that I
tomatoes
was
every
waiting
year.
on, that I'd been mentioning about, which I always seem to just grow one, got eaten by squirrels. I don't even think it ripened. I don't think it had time to ripen.
are you
Well,
okay?
you've got the frog.
Well, I
pond
mean,
out
it's
there
it's
now.
it's me. Like, it's my lack of initiative. I should have gone and done something. I could have done something, but I didn't.
If you guys have been watching the show or listening to the podcast for a while, then you know about Tyler's tomato saga. I feel like last year you put a little cage on it, but something still got in there and got your one tomato.
he's been described as a little cagey.
He's a little bit cagey.
Yeah, me, not the tomato.
Well, I'm sure you'll get more. It's just the first one. You'll get some more things.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
It'll happen for you.
I'll be fine. I'm just, the squirrels
Sure.
are squirreling.
Yeah, keep reassuring yourself. I'll be fine.
I'll
yeah.
be okay.
Yeah.
You'll pull through. Hey, we got a live question from Kevin. Kevin says, Happy 4th of July. Hope y'all get to spend some time with family and friends. Question, my cucumbers have really been struggling with bacterial wilt from cucumber beetles. I'm getting ready to plant a new batch of cucumber seedlings. I've heard that something clay, Cowlin clay can help
Calcine.
deter
K-A-O-L-I-N.
deter cucumber beetles and provide protection from heat. Do you think it's worth using? Or do you have any other recommendations for preventing bacterial wilt?
Well,
Thanks.
diatomaceous earth, right, is another one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
which
that's-
is available in a Earth Mix product. Is that correct?
It's not in the Earth Mix product,
is.
but we as will many places sell diatomaceous earth.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, you
And
did.
it really, the mode of action is it's just abrasive. And,
right.
And kills the.
Adam, your mic's a little
larvae.
bit under your chin if you want to move it
But
out.
the,
Yeah.
but the birdies like to eat the buggies
Pick it up
too.
better.
So I mean, if you try to get rid
Yeah.
of the birdies, you don't get you get rid of the buggies.
Right.
It's never a bad time of year to add Earth Mix to your garden. Earth Mix garden products are sustainably sourced, living soils and amendments crafted to give you the best success for your gardening efforts. Establishing a raised bed? Use Garden Premium Topsoil Blend for an excellent performing growing medium for flowers and vegetables. Amend your gardens with their supernatural compost, with all the nutrients needed to recharge existing soils. For houseplants, their Proganics Indoor Grow Mix is a fantastic potting medium that will feed for up to 6 months without the need for additional fertilizer. Earth Mix is sold only at independent garden centers, so head over to earthmix.net/find earthmix to locate one near you. Success begins at the ground level when you use Earth Mix garden products. I did some research, speaking of these products, about Cowlin clay, which some sources actually come from the southern United States. I'm seeing a product called Surround WP insecticide for disease control, crop and enhancement and protection. I'm also seeing it does offer some type of sun screening as well to prevent sunburn, but I've not personally used or known about this product.
Well,
Does it show how it's applied?
The WP stands for wettable powder, by the way.
Okay.
That's what that.
Okay,
Yep.
so Surround 25 to 50 pounds per 100 gallons of water per acre.
Wow.
Yeah, you gotta.
And I always love it when they get
scale that
homeowners
down, right?
on the
You
per
gotta do
acre
some, you gotta do
rate.
some math.
Yeah.
To figure out.
I mean, it's not
So
that
it's sprayed on.
complicated, but you got to go, okay, 43,560 divided by,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have 10 square feet or 8 square feet, whatever it is.
I got one stinking cucumber plant that I got to get going. So
Well, once you get the ounces per gallon, you're good at that point.
So I assume that it would be applied with a spreader and a farm application. So you're going to take this and put it in your
Actually, it's a wettable powder, so you would use it at a sprayer.
yeah,
It
Okay.
doesn't dissolve, it just becomes suspended.
Yeah.
Suspended? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well,
All right.
Thank you, Tyler.
I mean, just he asked the question
Yeah.
about the product. I've never heard about it
Yeah,
before.
I've never
I wanted
heard
to
of it
dig
either.
into it a little bit.
I never heard of it either.
Yeah,
The
it's actually
Shaolin monks make this stuff?
it's used in the production of paper, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah, it's got a lot of uses, and in rubber and tires, which is strange.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool.
Wow.
Learn something new every day.
Sure do. Let's all learn something new together by
Okay.
answering this next question.
Okay.
How do I know when my watermelons are ready to harvest?
You knock on them.
You get them before the raccoons, in my experience.
Yeah. You kind of do the ear test.
Is that what you do at the grocery store as well?
Yes.
To
You
find
got
a
to
good
have a
one?
blush on the bottom.
Okay, but what are you listening for? You're saying knock on,
Hollow.
but let's go into detail
it's
about
got
that.
a slight hollowness to it,
Okay.
and
A little bit of an echo, if you will.
No.
No echo.
no,
not like
it's
a-
just
More like a, what's the bass drum?
a snare or something.
Not
Oh,
a
the bass
snare.
drum, yeah. So I mean that's, and like you were saying, I mean when it's on the ground long enough, you can kind of tell that
Gotta have a blush.
it's ready to go.
Well, and when it's really at the fully ripe stage, the stem will turn brown.
Yeah.
Connected to it. So that way is what we call a clue.
Well,
Yes.
if you go to the
You don't have to wait
market,
that long.
If you go to the farmer's market and they've got watermelons, you ask the guy with the overalls on, say, pick me a good one, and
And he'll
generally
do it. Oh yeah.
Generally,
He
it works
knows.
out well.
So go to the farmer's
Yep.
market. Study that man.
There's also
and
a
go
little
back to your
curly Q stem. Sorry, a little curly Q stem very close to the melon. If that turns brown, that could be a sign as well.
Dum, dum.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Favorite fern to have as a houseplant? This is a great question. I love ferns as houseplants. They can be a little bit tricky, a little bit finicky, but I find that the footed ferns are the easiest to care for, the coolest, and just my favorite. So that would include like rabbit's foot fern, blue star fern, bear paw fern, and then a really neat one we just got here, Adam, that I feel like you might like, an ET fern. Its feet aren't furry like all the other ones. They're like this really, really kind of sherberty green color, and they're
That's
going to
cool.
just grow over the pot. So they can be a little more forgiving as far as humidity goes. And if you're not good at watering very often, then the chances
More
of
forgiving.
killing, they're
Yeah.
very much more forgiving than other types. So footed ferns, and we have quite a few in here at the nursery currently. So come visit me. We have ET ferns. I'm the only one that's bought one since we got them in. So
When
y'all
did
need
you
to
get them
come.
in?
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And now I have mine potted up at my house.
Do they phone home?
They do.
They probably
it's a little
fern
bit
home.
annoying in the middle of the night, but it's fine. They're a little noisy, but that's okay. All right, is it a bad idea to plant a tree I already have in all this heat?
No, just make sure you water it.
It's
And you
hot
stay
on top.
already
hydrated
have it.
too as you're digging.
It's actually hotter on top of the ground than it
It
would
is
be
in
in
the
the
ground.
ground. So yes,
So yes,
it's
go
a
ahead.
good
and do it.
idea to go ahead and do that.
Water.
And speaking of trees, can I plant a river birch less than 10 feet from my house? If not, suggestions for a tree that I can.
I would definitely not do that. River birch, I mean, it's okay for a few years, but then it will get way too big for, especially that close to the house, 10 feet.
And
from
if it's
the
a
house.
brick house, the heat off of it is
Yeah.
going to make it shed badly.
Yes.
It's not Not your best choice.
Put
you
three
know,
of them out by the mailbox.
I would suggest if you want something that's multi-trunk, either crepe myrtle, maybe a medium-sized one like a coma, or something that's kind of 10 to 12 feet tall. If your house is 1 story, I mean, you could go with a bigger one if you've got a 2-story house. You could also do what I did and use a serviceberry as a corner
Yes.
There you
tree.
go.
I
So-
think that's a great idea. I
Getting
love
a
that.
native and a
Yep.
fruiting plant
and
in
flowers,
one-
and it's beautiful.
all in
Yep,
one
fall
whack.
color.
Birds love it. Yep. All right. And another tree question. I want to plant a willow tree. How far from my house can I plant it?
Well, you can plant it as far away from your house as you want to, as long as your neighbors are
Or I
okay.
guess maybe
with you
how
planting it.
close is what they meant.
Okay.
It needs to be within reach of where your hose will
Yes.
extend
Yes.
to, because it
Yes.
will need water.
Yeah, so river birches, 2 things you want to make sure of. You want to make sure you're not too near a water line or anything that
Or too far from it.
or right. Well, you don't want to plant over your water line
No.
because
No.
the roots will really almost any metal piping, anything that sweats it's gonna go to it, especially when it's this hot and dry. So, but for sure you want to go 25 feet from the house at least, I would think, because they get really big.
A willow,
Sure
I'm
do.
putting it as far away as the hose can get. If I've got a 75-footer, that's where
Yeah,
I'm putting it.
yeah,
75 feet.
or 100.
They
footer.
get huge.
They do.
I mean,
Yeah, very fast too.
But the other side is, because they grow so fast,
They don't live
they
very
don't
long.
live very
yeah,
long.
they're 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
That's about it. So
Yeah.
they're going to get big fast, and boom,
Then
the
they-
wind's going to blow
If they're
them over.
next to a pond, or they might get bigger and live longer.
Yeah.
but
And you live, you learn. If you have a 40-foot setback from the center of the street, and like on Rock Springs Road in Smyrna, you don't want to put it halfway, because you're going to have a power line and the setback
Yep.
and the house, and you can't see the house. So,
watch out for the power lines.
Yeah.
oh,
These
Power
things
lines.
we put in the ground do grow.
oh
They do.
boy.
So many things to think about. Hey, we've heard from Risha this morning.
Hey,
Good
Rish.
morning,
Morning.
Risha. Back around to the question we asked before about a river birch and suggestions for what they could put close to their house. Risha says, how about a blue atlas cedar?
Bravo.
I would not put the straight species, but you could do Hortsman for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
Horseman is really quite a vigorous grower.
Mm-hmm.
And
But it doesn't get near as big as just a straight.
And
blue
unlike
atlas.
the serpentine types, it doesn't go
Right.
all over the place.
Right.
Basically stays upright. And if your spousal counterpart will allow you to trim it, you can keep it for years.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, they don't like wet feet though.
No,
Most cedars don't.
I
Yeah.
killed one.
How? You just kept watering
You loved it too much.
I loved on
Yep.
it too much. Actually,
that's
it was
unfortunate.
actually the Herr Horstman was planted in the front bed, and there's a downpipe that's 3 feet to the right, and then there's a downpipe coming in the sidewalk, and he just fell over one day.
That's
Oh,
really
no.
sad.
Herr
Just lost
Horstman.
him. Poor little buddy.
Oh, and I have to say, we have to have a memorial for Hugo the Mugo. He was one of the plants that were transplanted to have the amphitheater that was built. Herr Horstman didn't survive, so
There you go.
All
John.
right.
Last Horseman, we
Hugo.
hardly knew you.
Hugo didn't survive. But he'll live on. We're going to have a cremation here in the new fire pit. So
You mean a bonfire?
All right, well, let's get to another question. Is now a good time to be fertilizing my houseplants? Yes, they're actively growing. So I say get out there and fertilize once we're done
Now,
with the show.
What do you usually recommend? Something liquid?
I use a couple different things. I like Osmocote because I have so many houseplants and that feeds for 6 months. So I'll typically do that towards the end of March. But I also really like Jack's houseplant fertilizer that you'll put in your watering can and then use that to water. And I'll actually do both. I'll use that kind of as a supplemental fertilizer on top of the Osmocote, depending on which plant. Some of them don't like as much fertilizer as others. So you want to research that if you are going to really go for it. But yes, now is a great time to be fertilizing those houseplants. Go ahead and do it. They'll be so happy, especially if you haven't done it in a while. A lot of times when folks come out with houseplants that they had for a long time, that's, I would say, like my second or third question I ask when they're starting to look bad, the leaves are yellowing. I say, well, when was the last time you fertilized it? I never have, is what I
But that's the
often
most
hear.
common answer.
For
I've
years, they've never
fertilized.
fertilized.
What's
So eventually,
fertilizer?
that's going to not be great
Yep.
for your plant. So go ahead and get on it. All right, been working on a cut flower garden. Is there anything not to plant? I want more. I mean, you don't want to plant anything that's going to maybe take over if you don't have a lot of
Sure,
space.
you don't want to plant something invasive, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, most of your tall stemmed annuals like zinnias and things like that are really good. And you want to have some hydrangeas around, and you know, I mean,
And some great little, I mean, Echinacea rudbeckia, it's going to spread a little bit, but it's a great cut flower that's
Yep.
going to last for a very long time.
And I've seen my wife effectively use, shout out to Renee, because she was on here last
Yes,
week.
she was.
Smoke tree. If you've got
oh sure, yeah.
using those cut stems, they don't last very long, but they really make a nice contrast between the flowers and that purple foliage.
Yeah.
Pussy
I would-
willow.
Yep, that would be a good one,
Absolutely.
and it'll root, so that's exciting. I mean, I would say the options are endless. It kind of depends on how much space and how much sun you have as to what you could plant. And like we've all mentioned, a mixture of things is a great idea. Shrubs, smallish trees, perennials,
Perennials.
and annuals.
Yep.
You could go crazy. My
I saw
cut flower
somebody
garden
put
is wild.
dill blooms in a
Yep,
cut.
I've got that in my cut flower bed.
Dill blooms.
Just do everything. Just go for it. All of the things.
Experiment.
Experiment with that.
That's what I find that half of gardening is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just seeing what does what.
And sometimes you make
and
big
making mental
mistakes.
notes. Okay, that did better here. That's
Another thing that I see that gets used around my house is, and my wife walks the neighborhood a lot. There was a neighbor had a Harry Lauder's
Oh,
walking
sure, those are
stick
great.
that was dead or dying, and they were
Oh,
taking
yeah.
it out. So she went by and cut that thing all up, and so we should have a lot of these big vases that have these
Curly
really
thingies.
cool curly branches in them, and they either work great alone or
You could also use what's that other willow? Corkscrew willow. Is
Corkscrew
another-
willow,
another
yeah.
one you could use that way too. Yeah.
I've got one of those. They're great. Yeah, just come visit us and
you
we can walk
pretty
around.
much stick one in the ground and it'll grow.
If
Willows,
it's-
yes.
If it's wet, yeah, you
Yes.
absolutely can. All right, planted an arborvitae in the spring. The bottom half is brown. Thoughts?
My thought is it was very, very dry in May.
it was very dry. man.
And probably struggled a bit through that. And because their root system is very shallow, not to mention that when you first plant it, it's just right there. That it doesn't really have anything else except what was in the
Root ball,
pot. So
yep.
yeah. So at this point, I would recommend kind of getting all of the dead stuff off and pruning any actual dead limbs out, and then let the plant recover. With evergreens, it probably won't fill in completely. I mean, it's just kind of the way they.
It creates an opportunity for underplanting.
Correct. You can
So
do
you
that.
Even using another arborvitae, such as like a globe type or something, around it,
Danica or something. Yeah.
that would might fill in and look
Yep.
natural. So that's another viable option
Very
to
good.
help you make lemonade with the lemons. you've
Correct.
got.
Some say there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. But we say Bates Nursery is. Located in Nashville, Tennessee, Bates Nursery and Garden Center is a separate world unto itself. They feature the widest variety of plants, including trees, shrubs, native plants, perennials, houseplants, and specimen evergreens. Their knowledgeable staff will assist you with any gardening needs, catering to any experience level. Open year-round, and Caroline, tell them how to get here.
Bates Nursery is located minutes from downtown Nashville off Briley Parkway, exit 19 in beautiful Whites Creek, Tennessee. You'll see it's worth the drive from anywhere. No time to visit the nursery? Shop online with delivery and pickup options available for the greater Middle Tennessee area at www.batesnursery.com.
So if you want to learn a lot about living and a little about love, visit Bates Nursery and Garden Center, beautifying Nashville since 1932.
Tyler, do we want to get to some photos?
Yeah, I've got Terry's ready to go.
Let's go with
do
Terry.
it.
Good morning, Terry.
Morning,
I haven't
Terry.
seen you out here in probably a month or so.
Yeah, it's been about a month.
So Terry sent a photo of, I believe, a raised bed. Terry does all raised bed gardening. The borage and the dill suffered in this bed with my cucumbers and green beans. It looks pretty dry. I mean, my raised beds, like Adam was talking about, I did not water every day or as much as I should have been. And that is exactly what a lot of the plants in those beds currently look like.
Yep.
So not everything in gardening is a stunning success.
Oh, not for me. No,
'Cause even
absolutely
one day
not.
it can hit you hard.
Yes. Yes. Especially when it's 100 degrees and you go one day too long without watering. I mean, it's
It can be
Devastating.
it's
detrimental.
over. Yeah. It's devastating.
But that's how we learn about gardening.
Correct. Correct.
Devastation.
Yeah,
But
Sad.
rebirth and
But
growth.
rebirth. That's right.
Marigolds are doing good though. Let's look at the bright side of that.
I love marigolds. I have so many planted. And then we got some photos from Linda. Linda said, I'm sending a picture of my passion flower that has begun to fruit. Is there any possible way that it will ripen in our zone? Yes, it will. I'm curious to know if your volunteer parking lot passion flower returned this year. Tyler went and checked it. And Tyler?
yes.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Have you ever made a passion
Bam.
flower? Oh, there it
There
is.
it is.
Passion flower tea or tincture from these beautiful blooms. So your first question, yes, the fruit will ripen. This is native to our area. I have it on my property. I love it. The fruit, once it gets kind of soft, that lets you know that it's ripened. And look at those alien flowers. You can make a tea, you can make a tincture out of any of the top part of the plant. So you can use the leaves, you can use the flowers. Most folks use the flowers. I've made a tincture out of it before. It's very good for your nervous system. So you can drink it in a tea, you can make it in
my
a tincture.
system is inherently nervous.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So I should use it.
you should. It's great. There's so many plants that Mother Nature gives us to make us better. And that is one
She
of them.
does.
And the fruit typically ripens right at the end of August, and you'll notice the pods will start to pale from green to kind of a more light greenish yellow color, and then they'll soften. If you press your thumb in there, they'll just pop open. And then all of the fruit kind of looks like little pomegranate seeds are attached to these tendrils on the inside. Also alien looking, crazy. For brewers out there, I have made some mead with passion flower fruit before, and it was delicious. It adds a really great floral citrusy note and a fruity component to it. I think you might call them melomels.
Melomels.
Ooh,
Melomels.
Melomels.
Don't they call them maypops?
And
Maypops.
what is the distinction of the beverage category of a mead?
It's a
Is it-
honey wine.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It's more-
fermented honey
yeah.
and water with
Yeah.
yeast.
Do you
Yeah.
make that?
I've not made any mead yet, but Kurik has
I think you should
requested.
try.
Kurik wants to make some with me, so I probably will.
I'll be one of
eventually.
your taste testers.
All
I
right.
like meads.
All right.
It's a
Yeah.
little thick for me, man.
Yeah. Well,
It depends.
there's different kinds,
Depends. Yeah, there's different kinds.
and sweet
Yep.
to dry.
But yeah,
Ooh,
that
yep.
passion flower, amazing plant. Don't plant the non-native one, which I did plant. That was one of my
Mistake.
gardening mistakes, and I will never get rid of it. It's highly invasive. Some would say that our native one is invasive, but it's really not that invasive.
Yeah.
It just reseeds and it does grow. It is perennial, but this one that I have, I mean, y'all, it eats everything. Okay, what is the tall blue flower on the side of the interstate here in Tennessee? You're probably seeing chicory.
Yeah.
I see that's blooming this time of year. I have it in the ditch by my house, and it's actually along the I-24 corridor between like Clarksville and Nashville. I see that very often. It is an alternative to coffee. Some folks use
Cajuns
it as
put
that.
it in their coffee. Yes.
Yeah, you can do like some people do half and half. You can buy chicory coffee in the grocery store. Maybe not all of them, but I would say that one is a little bit invasive.
It's actually
also
very
really
good.
I do love it. It's very the stems are so thick. Like it will destroy your weed eater string very quickly. It looks kind of dainty, but it is not.
It's
It is not a great cut flower
High
either. I've tried
fiber
it.
content.
Oh,
I mean,
so if you need to add fiber to your diet, there you go.
Yeah, it may be a little much, but
You don't want too much of that. Okay, let's see where I am.
We got about 5 minutes left. If you want to get your live questions in, just comment wherever you're watching.
Yes, you will.
I moved my indoor cactus out for the summer. Do I need to worry about the rain? Not necessarily if you have it planted in the right soil mix and the correct pot. So I put mine in terracotta pots. I make my soil mix. I love our Proganics, our earth mix indoor. I'll use that and sometimes amend it with perlite or A little bit of pine fines does great, but I don't worry about the rain with mine because the terracotta wicks the moisture out of the soil. And I have such a great, well-draining soil that it's fine. Now, if you have yours in maybe plastic pots with no drainage, or something that is going to retain a lot
First
of
of all,
moisture.
don't ever plant a cactus in a pot with no drainage.
Don't, but I've seen it. You don't want that out in the rain because it's just going to hold that moisture and it's going to rot your cactus very, very quickly. So terracotta, cactus mix, those are great things. And if you have it in that, you really don't have to worry about all of the rain that we might be getting next week, perhaps. All right, plant suggestions for a full sun, steep slope, low growing.
Juniper,
Gotta be evergreen.
Blue Pacific, Blue Rug. There's a Golden Pacific. There's
Bar Harbor,
Bar Harbor's a good one.
even Andorra juniper, which is also a horizontalis. It gets a little taller, more aggressive grower.
Yep, that would be my recommendation.
Yeah, I've got the all gold juniper.
That's a
I
good one.
love that one. I actually need to cut mine back because it's grown out, not tall, but it has spread. Its little arms are
Little
reaching
too
onto
far.
the sidewalk. I've got all gold juniper on one side of my sidewalk, catmint on the other, and you have to kind of meander through all of
Oh,
this.
I understand.
It's very magical.
Okay. It is.
Well, I know my husband is like, I'm tired of stepping over all these plants. This is the sidewalk. Because
Yeah,
right
but-
now we've got
Tell him hush.
probably
I was gonna say,
you,
I mean-
you hush.
You hush.
Just step over those plants. You'll be fine. And he does. He doesn't complain about my plants a whole lot. Maybe just when I stick something in an annoying area. All right, help. My burgundy ficus has gotten too big. Will it be okay if I cut it? Yes. Ficus,
Yes.
I would say all ficus respond really well to being cut, especially this time of year.
Yep.
So if you do want to cut anything, do it now. I always tell people, don't be scared. A lot of people are like, can I just take it back a few inches? You can, but when it grows back, you're going to be cutting on it immediately. So I would
More
say
like
give
a
it
few feet.
more like a few feet. Yes, give it a very severe prune, and it should start pushing new growth very quickly,
And
especially if you do it
if you
now.
want to, you can remove a couple of leaves to wound it and put some moss and air layer it before you cut it, and then you can cut below that and then pot that rooted stub.
You got another ficus.
Yep.
You got yourself more plants that you can give to all of your friends. I need to cut one of my ficus, but I will probably not air layer. I'm just going to cut it because I'm not good at keeping up with stuff like that. All right, our final question.
You got to
of the
know
morning.
your limitations.
Exactly.
I have learned mine over the years. I have very much learned mine. I have a sandy area where we used to play beach volleyball. Well, that sounds fun. That's not the question, though. I'm worried that the pollinator meadow that I want to plant there may not thrive in all that sand. Thoughts?
Amend it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Amend it,
Put it
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Rock and
yeah,
roll.
all right.
That's it? Amend it? Rock and roll.
I mean, you
rock
need-
and roll, amend it.
You need to add some type
Yeah,
of
yeah,
topsoil
top-
Yeah.
Topsoil, but-
Put
to
some
the
topsoil in
sand.
there. Or,
because otherwise it's going to drain too quickly and it's
Earth
gonna
Mix
go dry.
Foundation might be a
Yep.
good choice for
that would
that.
be good.
Yep, I did that with where my above ground pool was that I got rid of. A lot of sand. I amended it with a lot of different things. And I planted a lot of things that like it a little dry. So my rudbeckia, loving it.
I left mine.
I did the same thing, and where we put our patios, where we had our pool, and it was sandy.
Yeah.
So I've got
Tyler, have you noticed that the
Linton roses. And,
pools are always
Oh, yeah.
referred to in the past tense?
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we've got 3 people in this room who had pools at one
Yeah.
time.
I've got a current tense pool and I'm doing my best to keep it up because I like swimming.
It's really nice when it gets really hot and you forget to put the chlorine in one day. Don't do that.
I did that last
and it
night.
turns that beautiful green color.
Yes, it does. Because that's good.
Okay,
Hey, everybody,
guys.
jazz hands real quick. Everybody, David, jazz hands. Hey, do this and count these things. So when
Yeah.
you get out there
Yeah,
tonight,
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to come back with all
All
of
of
these, so
those
you can
fingers.
be here. For
Watch
it.
watch your digits.
Yes, watch your digits and hey, for
Watch
that-
your eyes, watch all of it.
yes,
And
The neighbors-
watch
neighbor's
out for
car.
each other.
yes,
Yes.
Don't do that. Don't do stupid on a holiday like this. If you're out and about and going to come see the stuff in Nashville, drive slow, get it going.
Park
It'll
2
still-
miles away and walk in.
Yes.
It will save you time,
Yes.
I promise you. Do
Hey.
not see how close you can park.
Happy 250th of the United States of America. We
Yes.
all love you, all of us. From
Yeah, let's
here at
concentrate on
Guardians.
being united. How about that?
That's
Yes.
a good idea.
Mhm.
How
I
about a
like
big
that.
How
idea?
about that one?
See you next Saturday morning for Gardening Inside Out.
Tyler here. Gardening Inside Out podcast is looking for sponsors for 2026. If you have a business that's plant and gardening related, or if you know of one, please get in touch with us at gardeninginsideout@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Gardening Inside Out. It's hard to believe we're into our third year as a podcast, and we love hearing from you as we learn who our listeners are and what y'all enjoy about it. If you love the show, we greatly appreciate any likes, follows, shares, or word of mouth recommendations. If you've already done so, thank you for your support. There's many ways to get in touch with us, so send us a text with the fan mail feature or email gardeninginsideout@gmail.com. Happy gardening and see you next week.